Okay, by show of hands, or likes, or however you choose to represent your voice, who here thinks social media interactions have gotten wildly out of control? Wildly. Any ounce of self-control seems to have gone out the window. Self-control? Self-control? Anywhere? Social media is one of those things that and I'm pretty sure most of you, have a love-hate relationship with. It's kind of like Frankenstein's monster, where it was started out as like a cool little project and then all of a sudden it's a monster. That might be a poor analogy, but I thrive on poor analogies. I remember the good old days when Facebook just started and you'd type on someone's wall, "Hello friend, how are you?" Then you get a little notification. "Your friend Bobby Jones," I don't have any friends named Bobby Jones, "Bobby Jones wrote on your wall." Then you'd type back to Bobby Jones, "Really well, thanks. How are you?" And thus the exchange would begin. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Beautifully simple, delightfully non-confrontational. Great way to keep in touch with those you love. Fast forward 15 years or so, it has now become one of the best ways to destroy family relationships and friendships and people you don't even know. I've spoken to some people recently who have gotten off social media altogether. Why? Too many funny cat memes? No. Angry, mean, toxic people. People are now typing comments to people that they would never ever dare say to them in person. At the root of it, it's cowardice. People feel strong when they can belittle people without consequence. Don't be that person. Says a lot about your character. Another thing about social media that really I think could benefit from stopping altogether is people who know absolutely nothing about you, your character, your family, your history. Zilcho. When said people see something that you posted that they simply disagree with, rather than saying, "I simply disagree with that," they go, "Monster!" And they proceed to attack every aspect of your character, your soul, your reputation, even your dog they've never met. I don't understand it. Like when I see something I disagree with, which happens all the time, mind you, I do this wonderful little thing called scrolling past. Boop, done. Don't need to see that. Good for them, freedom of speech. Scroll on, folks. Just scroll on. Can we take a quick poll? How many people have you actually changed their mind by commenting back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth? I mean, really, how many times have you had someone go, "You know what? Now that you say that in such a really awful, mean-spirited way, I'm inclined to side with you. Thank you so much for correcting me, changing me, and enlightening my life." Doesn't happen. I mean, a few years ago when everyone was starting to do comment wars, I think we all wondered, well, maybe this is the thing to do. But now that we've had years of barrages of random people yelling at each other, we should have figured out it doesn't really work. Remember what Grandma used to say? "If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all." I don't think anybody has a grandma that sounds like that, but let's roll with it. I mean, it's true, right? I mean, you can communicate what you need to communicate in a very polite, helpful, constructive manner. When you blow your top, your credibility just... Can we start a movement, like a decency movement? I like it. Am I saying there's never a time to debate on social media? Absolutely not. But I will say time is short, time is precious. I just don't do it anymore. It is not worth the time investment. Social media is a great place to encourage people. I've been so encouraged over the years and motivated to keep going because of the comments I receive from all of you. One of my love languages is words of affirmation. So it means the world to me to hear from you. We have the ability to encourage others with our words instead of tearing them down. And that is not a privilege we should take lightly. "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me" is one of the biggest lies ever perpetuated. Words absolutely hurt. We are responsible for what comes out of our mouth or out of our fingers. And it's about time we start taking that seriously. Don't hide behind your screens or your keyboards. Be a decent person. Be an honorable person. Be a respectable person. We can disagree. We can have different opinions. And we can voice said opinions publicly and openly and do so honorably. So let's do this together, shall we? Social media decency. One of my goals is to make social media a little lighter these days. Things have gotten way too... Am I right? Am I right? Let's change that. Together. And lastly, my friends, remember to laugh a little and pray a lot.